Hello everyone, welcome to my chemistry channel B.L.DASH short and sweet in chemistry. Now I am going to explain the chapter that is coordination compound for the class 12 CBSE syllabus. Here the topic is the different terms related to coordination compound. What are the terms used here? Actually in organic compound there are no such type of terms what is present in the coordination compounds. That is why you will see what are the terms used in our coordination compound. The first one is coordination entity. Entity means one. It is in one form. So metal atoms or ions surrounded by negative ions, molecules, that is neutral molecules, or mixture of both negative ions and molecules. See again, metal atom in middle, that is transition metal, that is called central metal. This is the metal or metal ion which is surrounded by the negative ions or molecules or both, and that is called entity, coordination entity, that is represented in the square bracket. Example, COCl3 NH3 whole 3. Why it is Cl3 NH3 whole 3? Just now I told, before in previous video I told, having fixed number of the coordination number, and that is why cobalt has a fixed coordination number, that is 6. So it is Cl3 NH3 whole 3. This is called one type of entity. This is coordination entity. What is present inside the bracket, that is called coordination entity. The cobalt ion is surrounded by 3 ammonia molecules and 3 chloride ions. Ammonia, that is a neutral molecules, and chloride ion, that is a negative charge. And so there are 3 type of coordination entity. That means you can find here coordination entity mean in square bracket what is present. What is present? That metal is surrounded by molecules or ions, or you can say metal surrounded by ions and molecules. And so 3 types of complex. One is cationic complex. Here this is CONa3 whole 6 plus 3. That means CO, that cobalt ion is surrounded by 6 molecules of ammonia in square bracket having charge plus 3. How the charge is plus 3 later we will see. Only remember this is neutral molecule, so the charge is 0 and cobalt is plus 3. So how we will calculate the charge of the central metal ion, and I will explain later. Anionic complex. Anionic means negative complex. Cationic means positive complex. Anionic means negative complex. Now here see, C2O4 means oxalate ion. Oxalate ion is -2 charge, and here chromium is -3. Why? Because Cr2O3 having -2 into 3, because 3 times C2O4 -6, and that is why that whole charge is -3, because chromium is +3. Now since the outer side square bracket contain -3, that is why it is called anionic complex. Again see, what is cationic complex? Here it is neutral CO, that is 6 molecules of ammonia that having 0 charge, so it is +3, that is a cationic complex. Next example, anionic complex. Here the charge is, overall charge is -3, that is why called anionic complex. Then come to neutral complex where the charge is 0. Example, the carbonyl molecules, that is CO means carbonyl. How many? 4. Tetracarbonyl. So nickel is surrounded by 4 carbonyl group, and that is why the value is 0. The carbonyl group, that value is 0 here. Nickel tetracarbonyl, that is a neutral complex, there is no charge at all. That is why here it is called neutral complex. Are you clear? One is cationic complex, positive ion. Second is anionic complex, negative ion. And third is neutral complex, that is value is that 0. Outer side bracket, the value is 0. It is, you can write here 0. So these are the different type of cation, anion and neutral complex. Next we will see other points, how the other terms are related to coordination compound. Next point is central metal or ion. I told in coordination entity central atom in middle and it is surrounded by ions, negative ions and molecules or both. Now this central atom coordination entity contains central metal atom or ion which is surrounded by a fixed number of ions or molecules. That means central atom is surrounded by the fixed number of molecules or ions having definite geometry shape. The metal ion which form correct geometrical shape and the fixed number of coordination number, fixed number of ions or molecules, and that one is known central metal or ion. That means central atom which has capacity that is bounded by that ions or molecules having fixed numbers, and next is having fixed geometrical shape. And next is, what is example? See here example, FeCN whole 6 and the charge is -3. Now here, now this is the square bracket, this is coordination entity. In coordination entity, this is the metal, that is iron, having charge +3. How the charge is +3? Later I will explain. Now remember +3, again you can see also little bit, Cn -6 and this is +3, that is why it is -3. Central atom is Fe +3. Here also the cobalt that is surrounded by 6 molecules of ammonia where central atom is CO +3. And what is called ligand? Ligand means, I told the central atom is bounded to the molecules or ions. That means the ions or molecules which bound to the central metal or ion, that is called ligands. That means how many ligands are there? How can you know? How many molecules are there? How many ions, negative ions are there? Or both mixture, both mean negative ions and molecules are present. You count the number and here this is the number of ligands. Suppose here example, let's see here this example, the Cn -1 that is called ligand, and NH3 ammonia that is called ligand. Ligands are also so many types. Later I will explain. Now you see ligands, the ions or molecules which are bounded to the central metal ion or metal atom, and within this square bracket having charge. What is the charge? You will see. Now simple ions Cl minus and Cn minus. That means here the ligands may be charged particle or maybe neutral molecule. Let us example ammonia and water neutral molecule, and here simple ions chloride minus Cn minus. Now here you can see different type of size of the molecules or ions. Simple ions, there is no complicacy, that is simple ion Cl minus chloride minus Cn minus. And small molecules, that means ammonia, water, then you will see big molecules, what form the complicated structure for the coordination compound. Now you see again central atom means the metal atom or ion where the molecules or ions are attached to a fixed shape, within a fixed shape, that is definite geometrical shape, and having fixed number also, fixed number of ions and molecules. Then come to ligands. Ligand means the molecules, the ions. How many ions, how many molecules are attached to the central metal atom or ion? These are called ligands. Ligands are maybe very simple molecules, very big molecules. That means here simple ions, that is Cl minus and Cn minus, small molecules ammonia and water. Next we will see what are the big molecules that can attach to the central metal ions. So have you clear? Ligand means the molecules or negative ions which are attached, which are bounded to central metal ion or atom having fixed geometrical shape, that is called ligands. Ligands, the number of ligand is fixed to the particular central atom. Just like cobalt, the ligand number of ligands should be 6. Why? Because coordination, that is called coordination number, is 6. The later we will see what do we mean by coordination number. First we will see what are the big molecules for act as a ligand to the central metal atom or ion. Here we will see big molecules, small molecules, chloride and cyanide. Big molecules, NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2, ethylene diamine. What is the name? Ethylene diamine. It is also one type of ligand, that is big molecule. Macromolecule, very big molecule. Example, protein. That means these are the different types of molecules. One is, first is simple molecule, then neutral molecule and big molecule and macromolecules. Then ligands act as a Lewis base. What is Lewis base? Lewis base means it can donate a lone pair of electron. Lewis central atom acts as Lewis acid because it accepts the electrons from base. It accepts electrons from base, that is ligands, and ligand is Lewis base because it donates electrons, it acts as a donor to central metal ion. Are you clear? Ligands act as a Lewis base because it can donate electrons to the central metal ion, and central metal ion act as a Lewis acid because it accepts electrons from ligands. Then ligands here, what are the type of ligands? What is the name, other name of the ligands? Ligands attached to central metal atom or ion called coordinate bonds. When it is attached, let us see here, CO in middle and it is attached. Like this it is attached, then what happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6. Now 6 coordination bonds are formed, and ligands we donate electrons to cobalt. Here small o, cobalt. Then what happens here? These are called coordination bonds. That means here this coordination bond means it indicates that it donates electron from the ligands to central metal ion, and that is called coordination bond, and that is also called dative ligands. Dative bonds, not ligands, sorry, dative bond. Dative means donating nature. Dative bonds. Ligand also called dentate. Dentate means, that is same meaning, that means it will give, that is why dentate. So it donates electrons towards the central metal ion, and so ligands also called dentate. Now you can see types of ligands. Unidentate, that means the ligands which can donate to one electron pair, so it is unidentate. Didentate, you can say bidentate, that means two sides it donate electrons to the central atom. Similarly, polydentate, so many donors, so many sides the attachment towards ligand, that is called polydentate. Then chillate ligand, it forms just like chylation. It is total type of chelating complex structure, that is called chillate ligand. Ambident ligand. So these are the ligands we will see here when I will teach types of ligand. Now only name of the types of ligand I can say, and after in coming video I will explain types of ligand starting from unidentate to ambidentate ligand. Again see, there are big molecules, ethylene diamine, macromolecules, protein, ligand that acts as Lewis base because it can donate, and central atom, metal atom or ion that can act as a Lewis acid because it accepts from the ligands. Ligands attached to metal atom or ions, that is why she is donating towards central metal atom ligands. That is why ligands also called that is dentates, and the bonds, coordinate bonds, or you can say dative bonds, donating nature to a central metal atom. And types of ligand, these are the ligand: unidentate, didentate, polydentate, chelating ligand, ambidentate ligand, and one by one we will see in coming video. I hope some terms related to coordination compound is clear, and other terms also we will see, and hope you will subscribe my channel B.L.DASH short and sweet in chemistry. And thanks for watching my video. Thanks again to all.